Okay, I was in the rec center, and I do believe I figured it out. Now, really, it's kind of like this is obvious, but about 2 years ago, I fell. I used to just walk for exercise mainly, and some more, but walking was my exercise for the most part. And then I fell on the concrete one time and busted both of my knees really bad. And I didn't have to have surgery. It was just that it tore off a lot of skin on both of them. It took a long while to heal. And plus I couldn't stand up. It was strange because I couldn't stand up straight, but if I moved back and forth between them, yeah, could stand there, but I had to move back and forth. And but stand up straight for a long while was hard. Anyway, so I stopped doing that between that, and I changed places to walk instead of just the neighborhood sidewalk. And I was doing back and forth, but I went to some other place, and then heard a rattlesnake behind me. I actually have it on video, the sound. And two people who have farms said, yeah, that's a rattlesnake. And two different places, yeah. Anyway, that was in December, and then I finally found a place eventually, and so much trouble happened, and oh my goodness, it was like a drama station, and but now I'm here. Anyway, during this time, after I fell 2 years ago, busted my knees, I started wearing knee guards, knee pads. And when I would walk, I would have problems. I would feel like my legs would hurt. I'd have to stop. And I know I've looked that up and know that what it could be, hardening of the arteries and all this stuff. But I kept thinking, no, it's more than, it's something else. And I thought it was the knee pads. You know how they're tight, they're cutting off the circulation. And also socks, just not this, like during the winter, colder weather, I wear a different kind of socks, and they're loose. These socks, no matter how I buy them, they're just regular socks that women wear. And you know how they have them packaged for size 5 to 10 or something strange like that. That's a big difference between those two. And I'm not a size 10, so they shouldn't be tight. And they are. The socks are always, no matter what kind of brand I buy, anything, just regular, like summertime socks. Anklets, they go up to your ankle. And the other ones, the shorter ones, they always fall off into my shoe. I don't want something to do that. My shoe pulls them down. No. Anyway. So I think I was right on target all along, that it's the knee pads and the socks that were causing me problems. This time I didn't walked all the way in there. It's not a short distance, and then walked around the place, did exercise and everything, walked back out, and my legs didn't have that feeling. I didn't have to stop and massage my ankles and massage my feet and my calf muscles and stuff. And that's what, when I read about hardening of the arteries, but I don't always believe what I read or hear online. But it basically said that's one of the things, that people stop and then they, for a little while, and they feel better and they go on. Okay, now it could be that because I've been doing this for almost a week. Okay, just a few days, really. I think this is my 5th day. But it could be that. You never know what it could be. Okay, and there's no doctor here to monitor everything I do. So, Anyway, I had to get a drink of water. Well, it's Diet Big Red. That's my morning. It's my morning caffeine. I can't stand. No coffee. No thank you. Anyway, so I guess that's what it is, after all. And I have been trying to figure out which channel to put my videos on about exercise and stuff. And maybe I'll have to settle on one. I've only been, like I said, 5 days, so I just haven't found the right channel yet. I have more than one channel over the years. I've already mentioned how that happened, come about. And the last two I had done because the first two weren't working right, and they don't. There's something, the original two, one started back 5 years ago, it just doesn't show the same kind of things, and it's very different, and it's, the analytics and all this stuff, and And I've always wondered if it had glitches. Me and a bunch of people that started up back then, we had glitches on our channel, our channels, and I don't know if they ever got fixed. So, and I had 2 different topics I did shopping, and then I did a more serious topic, and so I had 2 different channels back then. And then I had a bunch of stuff I didn't know what to do with, and I made this other channel. So, but none of them, those original ones, none of them worked right. The newer 2, yeah, one does and one doesn't. It's strange, but I don't use them that much. I hardly use any of my channels that much, really. And I've been trying this year to get out of that habit and to become more active and see which one I want to stick with, but the topics are so different. So I'm losing my voice again. Okay, now I need to figure out where I'm going to go for the next 15 minutes. 45 minutes, not 15. I'm looking at the clock and it says 10:15 a.m. So that's why I thought 15. But I want to go kill time until it's 11 o'clock. And I don't want to walk back into the rec center. Don't feel like going back and exercise. I did 2 this time. I walked and took some little bit of video and bounced the ball a few times in the basketball area and made a little video and walked around a bit. And I only used 2 of the machines. One of them is called SciFit. It's SCIFIT. Okay, and it's all together. Yeah, it's like sci-fi with a T on the end. And I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be about. What I do is called hills. And I guess it's just the upper body. It's rolling this thing around. And paddling. I don't know. Not paddling. I don't know what you could call it. And I like that one. And, sitting down. And then I like the one that's sitting down and kind of like riding a bike. Somebody told me it was like doing a Stairmaster but sitting down. I don't know what the name of that machine is, but I like those 2 mainly, and I just didn't feel like doing the rest of them. I saw people in there. There was a lot of people in there, and it was like that part, the next part over where I would do was crowded, and I saw people doing, they were changing machines real fast, and I don't want to get in the middle of all that mix. But I just felt like doing that much today. I might come back later on and do some more. I wanted to learn how to, schedule myself where I could actually come out twice a day. And so, I don't know. Okay, didn't mean for this to be a long video, but it wound up me just prattling on about stuff. So, but yeah, I don't know. They play music in part of the place, so I can't take video because of copyright strike kind of thing. And they didn't really have that much, I couldn't hear much music in the room with all the equipment, or much of the equipment, but whatever it was making me kind of feel funny. They have, it looks like cedar ceilings. I don't know if that's cedar or what, and that has always caused me problems. And then they had the heater on because it's chilly. We had a cold front come in, 2 storms yesterday, really bad. But the cold front came in, and it's chilly, and I'm not sure, they just renovated the place, and maybe I think this may be the first winter, or first bit of cold, and maybe the combination between the heaters and the ceiling, it was just smelled funny, and I don't know, I didn't like the smell today, so I thought I'd move. I'm not paranoid, but there was a young man walking up from the other direction, not from any place around. I don't know where he was coming from, in other words, and I don't know, it just looked suspicious, so I thought I'd go ahead and move. But yeah, I need to go. And by the way, let's see if you can see this. Those are actual, you see them right there? Those are actual, the blinks. You actually can charge your cars up with them. Yeah, isn't that neato? I don't know what happened to the things. It looks like all the things on them are gone. They were there this morning. I saw somebody charging their car. Oh wow, did somebody steal it? Okay, enough of this vlog. I'm going to wrap this one up.